Alright, let's see how this goes. You got her set up. Jack stands under the frame. Unbolted everywhere. Let me get this shit off the back. Get this stuff off the back. Don't really need it falling on my head. Alright, let's see what happens. There are pliers. Probably use these, right? You can use them. Like it's coming up. See how stable it is. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's not going anywhere. There it is. Let me get the camera. Get the old camera. Let's see where we're at. Pull this off of here. It's a little crooked. Pull this off if I can. Alright. Alright. You got a better look at it. I'm wondering if there's I don't think there's any numbers still on this frame anywhere. That's the frame. I gotta cut out some things so I can get in there. I gotta add some braces too so it don't flex, move from its current position, and line up them frame rails. There we go. If I make some more progress, I'll film something. Let me get up here real quick. I can see better up here now. I don't know if you guys can see, but all around that trunk lip I gotta do. So yeah, should be able to get up here nicely now. Alright, you guys. So we're at right now. Frame off. So I'm gonna start bracing, cutting those other mounts in the back out that are in the way, and start seeing how I can line up them frame rails. There's we are now. I guess there's no turning back. Just got the frame separated. And inside here there's some like piece of metal blocking in there, which is weird. So you can't really see because of this, but let me see. I got a flashlight around here somewhere. Where it is, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that's how she's looking. It was all leveled out first, as good as I can get it. Frame rails leveled front to back and side to side, and took all the measurements I felt I needed to take and lined the rails up, and I made a mark on each side where the rail should come up to about here. I cut them back here, but right about here, there's a piece of metal, square piece of metal. So just figure out what I want to do with that. But here we go. I'll update some more when I get some more done. So I figure I'd do a little more recording. Cleaned up, and there was inside the frame there was these let me see, it was like a metal plate that was inside here. It's like right about here. So I got those out, and from there up it's actually pretty good. There's a lot of dirt in there, mouse nests on both sides, but the metal's still really thick. This is the worst part right in this corner where it's got some rust. This side of the frame was the worst, I think. I don't know. Well, they're both pretty bad, but so you can watch me. I got them marked off. So this will slide in 6 inches. And hopefully it slides in. Just hard there. Wait a minute. Slides in this way, doesn't it? Hold on a second. That's going in, no problem. Now what? Come on, get in there. Almost. Alright, sorry, there's one. This one's all tight for some reason. A little tighter. Let me see. Yeah. It's a little different. I have to try and expand that a little bit somehow. What do I have that can expand that? Well, hold on a second. That's thick. Oh. Stick this pipe in there. If it's enough, I don't know. I don't know. No. I'll try and open that up a little bit. Give me a second before I figure something out. I'm going to have to figure out what tool I'm going to use, or hammer. Yeah, well, I got it. It just ran on the end for some reason. I don't know why. I stuck a piece of wood in there and tweaked it a little bit and it fit right in. Alright. So, still a tight fit. How'd you get there? But that's not bad right there. Not bad. Where's my BFH? BFH. Oh, they're already lined up. Look at that. There we go. That moved. There we go. There we go. Oop. That moved a little too much. There we go. Alright. Alrighty then. Not bad. Now I just gotta get them secured. I'm having them run along the outside of the frame rail. So I'm gonna put a, use my C-clamp, I guess. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'll get in there a little bit. but I want to put some screws in it, some self-tappers, just for temporary, while I work on getting it all straightened and leveled and all that happy stuff, you know. One of the things that make frames happy. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, this frame was in rough shape back here. So the rest of it's pretty good though. It's not bad. So happy about that. Alright. Oops. One take. There we go. So these rails are heavy. This looks good. I'm gonna tap this one a little bit more. Just give it a little tappy tappy. Make it happy. It's pretty close. I think it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it pretty darn close to it. There we go. Oops. A little too much. There we go, right there. A little tappy tappy. Frame snappy. No, we don't want the frame snappy. Don't want frame snappy. Alright, so open this one up a little bit too, if I can get it to move. Make it moved. Yeah. 3-pound BFH to the rescue. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Hold on a second. You can't see me. I'm in my secret lair over here. Let me see if we got this. Secret back cave. Bat cave. I don't know if anyone notices, but sound is a little better now because I figured out on the phone you can go into a pro mode and you can make your camera, or if you're recording, you can make it work or make it listen through your earbuds. I got my earbud in now. I bought some wireless microphones on Amazon, but they sucked. They had all kinds of noise and everything. Alright, so I'll get one screw here just to suck it up. Suck her up. There. Suck her up. These screws go through anything. All right. So that's something. It's my helping hand there. So I can kind of move them a little bit. This one actually moves more. I should suck it to the side more or something. Suck her to the side. Let me get another screw in there. And I'll take that other one out. Moves a little more than I would like. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel completely. No, I'm not screwing my frame together. I am, but this is just temporary. Temporary. So it all lined up. Actually, let me work a little less hard over here. I need a third hand. Third hand. Do-do-do. Yeah. So, hold on a second. Get up there, buddy. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. There it is. I like that. I like that. Alrighty. Alrighty then, look at that. Well, I don't have to weld this thing. Just put the rear end in. You can mash the gas. Put it in, mash it up. I'm gonna do this a little better over here too. Just so it's a little tighter up in there. Which means, take this out. Use that screw. Yeah, I was a little happy with the way the frame looked. I mean, it's not brand new, obviously, but it's actually not too bad. The worst part was here back. It is pretty rusty. I think it's good. I think that's good right there. Right there. Yeah, that's good. This little tappy. Just to get it straight again. Yep. One more screw. Alrighty. That's actually pretty good, just like that. That's actually not bad already. Alright, so I'll show you what I got here. Got this bar, which I'm going to put in the back here. That's going to space it. So I got to do that. I don't think this shock mount's going to fit anymore because it's not, see? So I might have to, I don't know, maybe I'll just put something in there to stand it out or do something, or who knows. I don't know, I'll figure that out later. That's not a big deal, but it's good that it holds the frame here, so it has a little strength to it, you know? So, yeah, the frames are in there. That looks pretty good. Let me get you over here. Get you over here. I don't know how good you can see. I'm holding this whole stand, so it's a pain in the ass. So, yeah. So I got this in here, so I'm gonna probably gonna fold it in. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it first, but I want to make that go into this, you know, weld this across. I'm gonna drill holes in here, plug weld it all the way on the sides and everything, plus have the weld going around. But yeah, after I straighten it out. But those screws are holding pretty good, huh? I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy about that. Let me get you back here. Get you back a little bit. I think my heater's about to turn on again too, and I think it's loud. But if it does, I'll turn it off. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking through the camera. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it so far. But yeah, so now I gotta measure. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see over here. Let me turn you a little bit. Where is my tape measure? Where did I put it? There it is. All right, so I want to set this rear frame width first is what I'm going to do. But here, I wrote it down over here. I still got the rear frame over here anyway, but it's 41 inches outside to outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this back part first. Right now it's at 39, so it's got to be spread out a little bit, obviously. So I'm going to, yeah, it's going to get spread. So let me see where it is here. I might just make it straight all the way back. No, this is at, let me see, 41 3/4. But the frame tapers in, which I don't, it's a different frame now, so I don't, I'm just going to, get it the best it can be, So, but I want the rear mounts to line up back here because I got to cut a hole for the pucks, So I want those to line up with up here. It's going to line up. So I will do that the way I need it done. So I will pause it for now. My wife wants me to go in and I'm going to fill her bird seed thing for her real quick. Maybe I'll get something to drink. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty sick. I mean, so far. It's going to be a lot of measuring and stuff and tweaking before I feel right and before I feel like I can start welding in. I got to get some wire too. All I have is thin stuff for sheet metal right now, so I got to get some thicker stuff. But yeah, I'll go to the store, get some thicker wire. I got to get some cut off discs. I'm running out of those. But yeah, it's pretty sick. So once this is done, I'm going to clean the whole thing up, paint it, make it look all nice and new again. But it's not for a little ways. So yeah, it's weird because you can see this frame curves in too right here, which it does on the original frame too. That upper thing, it comes up, so it's following the frame line is what it's doing, and it kind of goes choo. Does it on both sides, which is fine. I don't really care as long as it's all straight enough to work. Right, I'm gonna pause it or stop it for now. Later. All right, did a little test fit, got the body down on the frame. That right there is a mount. I did a pilot hole. Did a little pilot hole on this side for the rear mount. But yeah, I got all the other mounts lined up. That's how the frame lines up. So it's looking pretty good. Lift it up. I lift it up. Let me see, I'll put this in the thing. Put this in the holder. It's easier. Move this back. Yeah, it's looking good so far. I'm gonna aim towards the back here because that's where I'm working. We got the bar in the back, the crossbar just tacked in. Alright, so I think you can see what I got going here. Yeah, I got a couple old pilot holes for the mounts here. I got to make them bigger so the rubber puck mount fits in there better. See how that's going. Why is this light on? My light is on for some reason on the camera, and I don't know why. Maybe I can turn it off. There we go. That's better. I was wondering why I was doing that. Yeah, I get the mount in, or the bar. Everything is working out pretty good. Everything's measuring out to where it's supposed to be is what I took. I took outside measurements. I took outside measurement back here, which was 41 inches. I forget what this was. I think this was 40 7/8, which it came out to be. So it's lining up as far as the outside of it. So I guess it's doing good. It lined up with the mounts back here nice. I really didn't have to do anything. I put this bar in. I jacked it up a little bit just to get it. So it's when I weld it, I want this, because I know what the height's supposed to be. I got the height a little higher than it's supposed to be, so if it sags down, it's okay. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty sick. I'd like to put that this bar mount in here, but it's not wide enough now. I don't want it to look all hacked up. Well, yeah, I'll do that after. I'd have to do it without the car to line it up, but I might just make a new one. This is just like angle. All it is angle iron. You know what I mean? So I can get a piece of square stock, and I got angle iron. I can cut a piece of angle iron, weld it on, and drill a hole in it. It's all this is, you know. It's really nothing special. Or I can just probably put a piece of angle iron in there and drill a hole in it. Mount the shock to it. That'll work too, probably, but it might not be as good because it's got to be at a little bit of an angle. Yeah, I got this in there, squared it up with a square. It's got the height right here, so hopefully it's as good as it's gonna get. If I gotta do something to move it, I will, but it should be pretty close. Here goes the heater. Let me shut it off. But yeah, that wasn't bad. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it was super difficult. Ow. Damn, that hurt. Man, that's pain. All right. Let me see if I can get a better view here. But there's a good view, I guess. No, but yeah, I don't think it was that difficult. Move over here. You know, before I cut anything, what I did was I lined up these frame rails on the side here. I removed the mounts for the springs, and I had it clamped with a C-clamp. I got them to where I wanted them, and then I made measurements to how far I want it to go, because this is how far it's in right here. So I figured that out. And then I figured I cut 6 inches back, so that'll give me something to work with here. This is kind of rough. I might have to replace some metal right here, though. This side was worse than the other side. I don't know why. But yeah, I think it wasn't too bad, and they slipped in pretty easy. You know, they slid right in there. One needed a little tweaking because it didn't want to go in the tube, but it wasn't that bad. It was just once I got what I needed to do it took 2 seconds. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I like it. So now I got to figure out what I'm doing with the suspension, because the springs are screwed up. One is different than the other, it looks like. I don't know if it's different, it's arc different. One of them has a different arc to it. One's squished down and the other one's arced up more. So I'm not going to use those. So do I buy springs and go through the hassle of mounting them up underneath the frame and everything? I mean, it's not that big a hassle, I guess. I can make mounts. Or do I go with I was thinking of going somewhere of a triangulated 4-link type setup, you know, and just have coilovers in the back. I gotta see what it cost. I think it would be easier than doing it. I think it'd probably hook up better to the springs too. But yeah, that's a future Gary's Garage right there. Future Gary's Garage. Show you what I mean though. Let me get the phone out of here. This is really, I got it in this tripod thing. But yeah, you see one spring is, yeah, it's definitely something ain't right. So yeah, I kind of like the idea. What they call it? I think it was a triangulated forward link they called it. So you don't need one of them bars going across. It stays centered. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Still gotta probably do some more measurements and stuff just to double check and triple check and make sure everything's good before I heat it in, you know, burn it all in there, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it at this because I still have to get, well, I still have to get some welding wire and some other stuff, but yeah, here's the old frame. Can you see it? Let me see. Man, it was pretty rough. It was rough. It was pretty thin too. There was a lot of dirt and rust coming out of this sucker. But these center pieces aren't too bad actually. I went in there, vacuumed about and everything, but they're still pretty good. It kind of stopped in this area. Oh, wait a minute, right here. This is kind of, the worst is here back. So I might have to do some repairs to this, add some steel or whatever just to beef it up. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I'm pretty happy. It looks pretty sick. You know, if you want to tell me what you think. These frame rails, I don't know if I've already mentioned it before, but these frame rails are from a guy. He has a YouTube channel, Cornfield Customs. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Shipped them out right away. You know, there we go. Yeah, he shipped them out right away. Gave me a deal on shipping. There was something wrong with his website where the shipping wasn't working right, so it was like $60 to ship them. Wasn't bad. But yeah, they look good. I like them. They fit right in the frame, and they look better than some Pro Street type thing, you know. So yeah, I can't wait till it's all done, all painted. It should look pretty sick. And then I can finish up here, do up top. But all right, I'm gonna leave it at that, and make my next game plan for my next thing I'm gonna do. I didn't even think I didn't think I'd get this done this weekend. I woke up this morning, I'm like, do I really want to do this? And I was like, you know what? But I came out of here, it was about 10:30, 11 almost. Right now it's about 4:30. And it wasn't that hard, so yeah. You know, so far, I'm not done yet, but I mean, I'm already to this point and it's looking pretty good, so there you go. Till next time, take it easy.